A Vegas-based summer blockbuster has not only grossed $150 million worldwide, it's also creating a frenzy for its host casino. Greenspun Interactive senior editor John Katz tells how the Caesars Palace is making out in marketing.
So yeah, there's no hangover at Caesars Palace over this one. It's the top grossing summer comedy. And what has happened is people have seen this movie and want to kind of relive, at least in some way, their experience at the hotel.
Right. Scenes were filmed on location, but as you say, it's got to be only in some way because that room doesn't actually exist.
It exists only as a piece of set scenery, a sound stage. The villa is where these guys were committing a lot of their debauchery. The actual suite is the Emperor's Suite, which a lot of the design elements were borrowed from at the hotel. Not totally, though. It was there was a little bit of one is a single-story suite in the movie. It's a two-story suite in the at Caesar's Palace, that kind of thing. So it's based on a number of suites, primarily that one.
So you get close, but not to Hollywood. All right, and out on casino floors, Blackjack hitting new lows.
Yeah, exactly. We have for example, at the Sahara Hotel, they've lowered their blackjack limit to $1, and at other places, some of the higher end places, you're also seeing, because of the recession, some lower table limits, and which is ostensibly supposed to help the player.
But it doesn't really.
Not always.
I read it's not even a deal.
Well, it depends on what you think a deal is. If you're playing a lower limit table, it's more likely that you're not going to get the best player odds. Like, for example, casino games are paying 6 to 5 for a blackjack instead of 3 to 2 on the lower games. That means a blackjack pays you less. It pays you on a $10 bet $12 instead of $15. So they kind of get you that way. They get you to start playing, but they benefit over time from better odds. The dollar game at the Sahara is even money on a blackjack. So depends what you think better odds are.
Along the lines of getting screwed, we all know it is not exactly pleasant to wait in line at a Southern Nevada DMV, but Northern Nevada is going to be feeling our pain soon.
Yeah, this is sort of a way of sharing the pain, I guess. They've cut about $1 million out of the statewide Department of Motor Vehicles budget, and if you think that's going to help improve service, you're mistaken. We know that here in Las Vegas and in Southern Nevada, we've always had that problem with long waits and poor customer service and complaints about customer service. In Northern Nevada now, some of those cuts have wiped out kiosks that are offices that have most of the services provided by the DMV in Reno and Sparks, and a full-service office in Gardnerville has been cut, and an office that was scheduled for North Las Vegas is not going to come to fruition. So everybody's sharing in the pain here is what the moral of this story is.
All right, more details on LasVegasSun.com on all these stories. But Katz, speaking of online news, there's a crucial member of the community missing from your online audience.
Mayor Goodman. Yeah, he doesn't read online. He's made this clear to me. I go out and cover him. He sees me there. I interview him. We do video, and then he asks, what am I doing? Because he never sees any of my work, because he basically reads the newspaper where some of the work appears, but not all of it. And he doesn't have the internet and doesn't use Facebook, doesn't even use email. Goes with longhand notes and requires his subordinates to kind of filter the online information he needs to him.
Real quick, when he's writing those handwritten notes on bad budgeting, who's he talking about?
Fontainebleu, this resort is the latest in the practitioners of building before the design is finished, and that has come out through some of their financial problems in that the design effects have not been completed and they're building on it, and that has caused a lot of confusion and problems down there.
All right, more problems. Thanks, Katz. And you can head over to LasVegasSun.com to read more details on every one of these stories.